Hi, come on in if you'd like to have a seat for some scrolls and some shaman oracle cards and step in for some symbolic support, cure curiosity perhaps, and see what messages arise today. Here's our scrolls. Take a few more. And if you're familiar with me or new to me, utilizing ink blots to ignite a meditative state, a creative channel. Oh, we're going right in line here. To converse with both the living and those moved on. All right, preparing to gaze to gain here. If you'd like to join me, I'm just going to take a moment to close my eyes and cleanse the palate. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support, if I may. Somebody's comforting me right now. Right? The bridge of my nose. Maybe that's familiar to you. If that's a thing. I don't have my glasses on today, but I can still see. I just need a haze. Something about hydro lines. I don't know if the electricity in your house is maybe going a little wonky. Sorry if I shake the camera. Or you're just feeling like a surge. Like a surges. It's a really curious feeling. And then over here I'm having like there's both of the ink blots have lines out to the side, which is really interesting. I'm gonna just take a moment to dive in there, and of course, if I wasn't so rude, well, sorry, could share it so you could take a snapshot and scry on your own time. I don't know if something tried to be stopped. I'm hearing a song. Stop right there. I wanna know right now. Dun, 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 will you love me? Will you love me forever? Do you need me? Will you never leave me? Will you... Is it Meatloaf? I think it's Meatloaf. I won't curse everybody with my singing, but that's what's coming through. Meatloaf. Stop right there. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely Meatloaf. So I don't know if that song or that food or that symbol is coming out. I'm trying to think what it resonates for me in my multi-dimensional dictionary, but the song itself is stepping forward. Something and just love. I don't know if it's like something at the knees, and it's like cut off at the knees. Like maybe the life was short. So, yeah. And they might have been, like life was kind of cut off at the knees. I feel like they were a big person. Like they were just like legitimately a big person. Their presence could and still does, excuse me, kind of, again, that electricity, like that hydro, they just, they had life. They had life. That's how I'm feeling them. They have life. You're just a big presence. I don't know if they're physically big, but like just in stature or in their position of who they were. I'm not sure. But and it's coming back to Meatloaf again, so I'm grateful for that. It's like I'm at a concert, and whoever's on stage, like say if there's 5 people in a band, let's say, I don't know, but let's just say there's 5 people and there's millions of people in the crowd. But even though there's a million people in the crowd generating, their common focus for the majority is those 5 people. Maybe there's 5 people in your family, like who, or this rock star kind of person. There's like 5. There could have been 5 of you, a family of 5. I just feel like they were the life. They were the life of the party. I'm gonna flip this and add some tarot and oracle on in a moment just to see if anything. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if that includes like them 5 plus 1 or 4 plus 1, or it was 5 children. I'm not sure. They were cool. They're like a rock star because that's how it's coming through. I'm going to start adding on some shaman cards here. I feel like they were earthbound for a little while. They're not now, but they were. They stayed. They did stay. Not because they weren't sure, not because they were afraid. This soul was just like, yeah, I'm going to hang out for a little bit longer before I go. And they've all taken off since. It was for them in the time, like it wasn't a long time, but for us it could have been years. I don't know. It's like human to dog years. They also left something. Might be a motorcycle. I'm seeing that down here, like motorcycle handles, like vroom, vroom. I don't know if a wolf, a wolf symbol. They were like maybe a biker. Could be a bicycle too, bicyclette, or actual motorcycle. Spirit of family and ancestor of memory are coming through. Okay, so this message is definitely for the family. Could even been 5 kids and 2 parents. I can't get constipated on the numbers. I'm sorry. Ancestor of memory. There's all that red again. Like see how like just big presence. Very aware when they were alive, and still are very aware. Like I'm seeing like bug-eyed. Like I am. What is that? I'm dead, not dumb. Like I don't know. And I feel like that's a joke in regards to a daughter. Maybe if she's dating. Almost like to a potential beau or babe. Dancer of promise. Okay, so this feels very protective in regards to, anyone who thinks because, I'm going to say dad's gone, that the children and their like still very protective, wide-eyed. Like, I made a promise to always protect my people, my family, my memories. Yeah, Hunter of Mysteries. Something about Sagittarius is coming through. Could have been in the season. I believe we're in the season. Hunter of Gifts. He leaves things. He leaves things like these little mysterious gifts around. For the 5. I don't mean to roll my eyes, but it's because I can't figure it out. So, yeah, I'm in conflict about it. New beginning and boundaries. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. I cleanse it. Yes, I have the strength. So he is a very strong soul, which is quite evident here. Shaman of Stars is on the bottom. Oh, he shines so bright. So bright. And he's reconciling any conflicts that may have happened in your connection. I feel like there's a lot of busyness and business, if that makes sense. Sorry if I shake the camera. Busyness and business. And you, I feel like that, yes. You had to be and are still being, but acknowledging post-mortem. You had to be very strong in this relationship because of all the busyness and business. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. I'm also starting to get a headache. Right? Sorry, I didn't mean to give you the finger. Right there. Right there. Right there. Okay. I'm going to move through it. I don't know if it was a... Okay, so part of me is just like a tired mom. You know, like, I've been so strong, I can't go through this anymore. Or like, I'm seeing like maybe if you guys were having a tough conversation or a fight or something like that, it's like, I can't do this. That's not being held on to. That strength is being admired for what you guys persevered through. Even if, thank you, even if you did decide to separate or get divorced, your connection was still strong. If you're not resonating with that, this is about that feeling that you're just like, oh my God, I have 5 kids, and the prominent person, the prominent position. Again, I don't mean to say it's not about, guys, be kind, please. More important, it's just in one regards. And I feel like if you're resonating with this, you understand that. The dynamics of the busyness and the business. Okay? It's like losing a pillar. And you're like, oh my goodness, how am I going to be the pillar of both? Spirit of Fire, Eagle Medicine, and Sacred Mountain. You can give me a moment here. Prayer Feathers is on the bottom. Oh, you guys went through so much together. Oh, it kind of makes me upset in a good way, but like in a reflective way. And it's like there's tears of sorry coming down, like of apologies. And I'm really going to try not to cry. Not because it makes me stronger to hold back, but... Okay, so as I wanted to let my tears go, and even my throat's like... I'm seeing them like come down in a maze. Like, I feel like maybe showing, being the life of the party and being, you know, Dad's home, or, you know, we got stuff to do. I don't know. But you know what I mean? Just like a strong presence. There's something about like the sorry and any sort of sadness being let go, went through a labyrinth all the way down. And it's not to be flooded to you. That's not what this is about. I'm in the spirit space now, and this like right now I feel like it's like I'm in a position where, you know, I can't cry. I'm speaking at something and I can't. It's an emotional thing. But for some reason, wherever I am, maybe I'm around all my buddies, or maybe I'm at work, or with my sons and my daughters, and I don't want my kids to see me cry. But I'm talking about something that's very, very dear to me. I'm in the spirit space right now. So my voice crackles, and everyone knows that I'm trying to hold my composure. And then that is enough to be like, oh my goodness, like, Dad feels. But he's sending this out specifically not only to, I think that's why it's in like a labyrinth, because his tears of joy and sorrow go through this labyrinth, so that they, almost like Plinko, they go down to all of you. I can't stress enough in regards to the children how much he keeps an eye. He made a promise upon passing, and he is keeping that promise. He also made a promise to, or maybe somebody else made a promise to him in his passing, like, I'll help take care of the family, or something along that lines. So I feel like there's help. to rebuild, recreate, to cleanse, Oh, we're going over there. Thank you. Okay. I feel like I have been crying a lot. And whoever he is, he's very, very funny, but I'm not sure everyone knows that about him. Grandmother Earth has this card was upside down, but it's been calling me just to look at. So I feel like he is with a grandmother spirit as well. Could be your grandmother, his grandmother, or the grandmother of the children, but there's also a grandmother in spirit. Deep quiet and meditation is coming through. More importantly, it's about the number 11 I heard, and the amethyst gates. Thank you. What do we have on the bottom? Willow of the Wisp. Treasures in the shadows. He leaves gifts. He's reminding me to say it again. He leaves gifts. He leaves gifts. I don't know for some if they're perceived as like little jokes. Like, where's my hairbrush? I left it here. Where's my keys? But there's gifts. So we have deep, quiet, balancing act, and covenant, sacred contract. And that's coming back in with the dancer of promise. And the balancing act on one foot. He stayed earthbound like really soon after the passing, and he made the choice to go to the light, or to ascend, whatever one's belief system may be, because he knew he would have a better footing to fulfill his promises from a higher plane of perspective versus being simply in the physical realm, if I may, but in a spirit state. So there would be conflict there, right? Not that it's conflictual, but the communication would be a lot tougher. And it was almost like he was like, no, I need a higher plane of perspective to fulfill these promises that are really, really important to me. I made that contract, I made that commitment. And if I didn't fulfill them necessarily in the best way while I was living, he can now. And he will. And he is. And it's, but he has a sense of humor. And it's like he has I just heard the word hilarious hag. Like they're having a ball, and this isn't to highlight any sort of grief that may be still going on. It's, again, just that life of the party feeling, this big presence. And I don't know, I feel like he's kind of sharing that with you, not to say it's because I'm still here, I'm still interacting and fulfilling this for our family. Meatloaf again came through. No, I don't know that song. Anyway, I'm not going to try. I'm not going to butcher you with my singing again, but I'm going to leave it there. Thank you as always for joining me, and gratitude to the Scrying spirits and those who decide to step forward to share their message and continue to nurture our interconnected nature, share their wisdoms, help you, help me, help them. It's wonderful. So until next time, thank you so much.